Good afternoon. This is Rich Nelson with the wrap-up commodity comments. Today is Tuesday, December 20th of 2011 here. As far as outside markets, which really is most of our news here for today, actually news was not that bad overall. Certainly this morning's information on the housing market, housing starts, and also new apartment building construction, those type of issues, really suggesting that maybe we need to rethink our thoughts on the housing market overall. One of the key areas which certainly let us down in terms of the previous recession, in fact, may have actually bottomed. In fact, Allendale's only our own work on this housing price issue here that we showed in this morning's Market Movers report showed that home prices actually bottomed in March and so far haven't retested those lows. So at this point, it may be a little too early to say we've got a bottom in the housing market and that's going to start rallying right off the bat, but certainly we've got to make the point that maybe we need to remove one of these bearish issues off the table for the overall economy discussion. So certainly as far as that goes, good news to speak of, and that certainly did help the Dow this morning. In fact, last trade up 311 on the Dow Jones Industrial Average. So certainly good news as far as overall economy type of news here this morning. We do have some lower U.S. dollar trading, down 55 points in the last trade, and also we have, therefore, higher commodity prices. Crude is up $3.25. You can argue some of that is due to the dollar issue itself, and also some of it is due to crude fundamentals. People concerned about production around the world here. North Korea, Iran, Libya, a few others as well are some key areas which are having some problems with production right now. Gold up 19 as well. So overall, we did see a general commodity lift here today, and that also meant higher grains as well. Corn up 6.5 cents on the last trade. This is going to be the highest close for March corn since November 30th. So certainly good news to speak of on there. Beans up 8 and wheat up 7 3/4. Obviously, this is not a major bull run or anything like that here, but it is good to see that the South American weather and some other factors, for instance, the U.S. dollar itself and those issues, are beginning to not just stop this downtrend that we're in, but maybe stabilize prices and then maybe even allow them a slight reprieve in pricing. For South American weather news, midday runs really didn't change things too much as far as Argentina or Brazil. You can argue there were some minor changes there, but overall, Argentina will see some light precip coming here Wednesday through Friday. Our favorite meteorologist Drew Lerner let us know that this Wednesday to Friday precip may be just a little more than people were thinking, but overall it won't change the big picture here. After these Wednesday to Friday rains for Argentina, they're going to dry out. Temperatures will warm back up again next week, and we will see some clear net drying again occur for Argentina. For Brazil, looks like the situation is not as bad as Argentina, but they are seeing net drying overall right now. As far as news with this snowstorm, obviously in the winter wheat belt taking a lot of focus here. This is certainly bearish on winter wheat. It provides a little moisture once the spring thaw comes, and also provides a little snow cover. We call that insulation for the bitterly cold temps, which may be occurring in the next few weeks. So really the snow precip issue here is a bearish thing for winter wheat, but they are just following the grains, corn and soybeans a little higher overall here. Over the next few days, we've got some lighter volume in front of us here, obviously as we go into this into the holiday here. So keep in mind we might not see many big gains here for the next 3 days of trading. As far as livestock, cattle down 85 cents today. So we added a lot of premium, up yesterday on that whole snowstorm, and it was worth putting on at the time. Monday's kill was down 13,000 head from the previous year. Today's kill down 15,000 head versus the previous year. So there is an impact, no doubt about that. And obviously the reports we're getting from the southwest Kansas area, Garden City, Dodge City also, those areas certainly are having some very big problems. But we must admit that overall the snowstorm probably wasn't as wide coverage as far as the deep impacting areas as they were talking about on Monday. So the trade's taking some of that premium off the table here today. As far as midday box beef, up 43 cents. for choice, up $1.17 for select. So keep in mind, for the short-term impact with these type of snows, this does give us a nice little bullish move for the short-term impact. But keep in mind, those market-ready cattle will have to come to the market at some point. The problem we have right now is this is coming right at a time when we have slaughter disruptions in the first place. This week's kill will be down due to the holiday. Next week's kill will be down due to the holiday as well. So we may have a bullish run, and we may have a slightly higher trade for cash cattle this week. But don't be surprised if cash cattle doesn't rebound strongly and stay up right off the bat. We still have to keep in mind we've got to wait until slaughter kind of goes to some full week schedules, which won't happen until next month, before we can say that this bull run's ready to really get going here for cattle. On the hog end, down 25 cents for the Feb contract. We've still seen quite a bit of pressure here on cash hogs over the past. This is almost going to be 2 weeks now for cash hog for their downtrend. This is going to be a little issue here to work through. Also, one thing we mentioned on this morning's report, keep in mind we do have one major packing plant here located in the Texas Panhandle. It's actually in Oklahoma, and this is going to cause some slaughter disruptions as far as a storm impacting hog deliveries to that packing plant. Monday's kill, USDA revised down today. Monday's kill was revised down, so now we're 6,000 head less than last year. Today's kill for hogs down 7,000 head, so there is an impact here. But just like cattle, keep in mind as far as this hog issue here, these slaughter disruptions are happening really right in the wrong period to begin with here. 2 weeks in a row of slaughter disruptions due to holidays. Now we have slaughter disruption due to this due to the storm. So as far as the hogs go, this certainly does not give us a bullish impact. In fact, this will be a little bearish impact maybe in a couple days once those hogs, which are still growing in those buildings, need to come to market. So I guess for the hogs, for the hog commentary, we're just going to make the point that this is actually maybe a little bad news coming on top of what's a bad part of the season anyway to speak of here. Later on this week, we have cold storage and also hogs and pigs. So we've got still some news coming out for hogs in the next few days to watch very closely here. As far as one thing I wanted to mention to you guys here, for you guys who are subscribing, take a look at our research tonight on the wrap-up. We have what happens to all these markets for Christmas, for corn, soybeans, wheat, live cattle, as well as hogs. So we've got some neat kind of seasonal studies, neat seasonal research that we put on there, and this is certainly something which all of you subscribers will be happy to take a look at. And actually the results are not as bad as you think. Pretty good news for corn, cattle, and hogs. If you want more information on what exactly those seasonal studies said or how high these markets could move from Friday's close to Tuesday's trade, certainly give us a call here at Allendale and get your own subscription to Allendale's research products. You can do that by calling 1-800-262-7538 and talking to any one of the staff that answers the phone. We'd be happy to help you out. Or else get more information on our website, Allendale-inc.com. This is Rich Nelson. Have a good trading day and a good trading week.